Well, I only use two dating apps, which is Tinder and Bumble.
So I tried Tinder. I started with Tinder for sure. I also activated
Nag-Grindr
yung
ka rin ba?
Facebook dating.
From a Bumble match to a wedding march, this is the love story of Joelle and Leni. Joelle, not afraid to make the first move, turned to dating apps in search of a connection, but struggled to find a spark. Meanwhile, Leni was healing from a broken heart, hoping to find a confidant online. Then, they matched on Bumble, not just once, but twice. After meeting up and going on several dates, they became a couple. On April 4, 2024, Joelle and Leni sealed the deal and swiped to forever. Now, Joelle and Leni are sharing the secrets to their app to alter romance and giving advice on how to find success in virtual dating.
Hi, this is my amazing ex-boyfriend, now husband, and Bumble match, Leonard.
and this is my wife, Joelle. Well, I only use two dating apps, which is Tinder and Bumble. I think Tinder was very casual because it's the guys that usually try to initiate the conversations there. But I think for Bumble, for me, that's where it was easier for me to converse with women just because they knew what they wanted to talk about. I think that's one part.
Did you like the fact that it was the women who would message first?
Yeah. Hindi siya nakaka-pressure. Hindi ka mag-iisip.
So I tried Tinder. I started with Tinder for sure. And then Coffee Meets Bagel. Shema. Yeah, I was just curious. But basically, wala masyadong tao doon. But I like the concept of it because like, it shows you people based on wherever you show up. I also activated yung Facebook dating. That was fun. There were a lot of options. Sobrang dami. Too much options. But yeah, I'd have to say my bias would be Bumble. Not only because you were there, I met a lot of great people that I really vibed with as well, and some also broke my heart. Marami ding
pinaasa. Sa lahat ng nakausap ko sa Bumble, lahat mahaba yung conversations namin sa Bumble. Yeah. As compared to Tinder. Tinder felt very forced.
Oh, really? Yeah. What I also liked about Bumble is being able to actually make the first move. Just because I could control the conversation. If like we matched and I was like, ay, parang ayoko pala. I just leave it there. Pag Tinder kasi nag-match kasi I was like, ay, sino yan? Oo nga pala. I don't think you should think that much. You should overthink the swiping. So just base it on if it's interesting to you. Like, I think the photo, but kung limited naman ang swipes, photo, and then if you have some time, look at the profile na rin just to see if that's the vibe you're going through.
Nung siya, yung sinwipe ko. Kasi when I swiped on her, the first
we matched twice.
We matched twice. So the first time, nag-usap kami like one-liner lang, hindi niya ako binalikan. But the second time we matched, I kind of knew of her already because I remember that we matched before. Also, we had a very
common friend.
Yung boss niya before was my best friend. Is my best friend. But because of that, I knew of her already. So I was like, uy, chicks to. Sorry.
For the second time.
For the second time, yeah. Ayun, yun yung sa akin. I think the number one thing is you have to be curious about that person and be open to share. Because I think what happened for us is the reason why it branched out to like 7, almost 10 different topics at once is because we would ask.
But as a girl na nagfa-first move, what I would always say, make the most out of that first move. Because I've heard some people who would just say hi or send an emoji and pretty much just give the ball back to the court to the other guy. And I was like, what's the point? So use the photos that they have. Base it on the bio. You did say curiosity. So whatever's there, photo. Oh my gosh, where's that restaurant? I've been wanting to try this. Oh my gosh, you have such a cute dog. I have a cousin na may naghanap ng connection ng kapitbahay, or ask about the prompts and stuff like that. Make use of what's available.
It really has to have some depth to it when you're asking questions because you're trying to get to know them, not to know what's already probably in their profile. So it won't work.
So what have you been busy with? I think what's something that you're excited about, that, some questions that will get the person thinking, not the usual kumain ka na ba and stuff agad-agad. I think you have to be in the stage that you want that. Kasi there was a stage in my life where I really was just swiping and talking to as many people as possible just because I wasn't able to date that much before.
Sure.
And I wanted to explore that. And as far as like exclusivity, it's more like figuring out if you're a good match. I made sure that he was a real person, that we had some common friends, and that he wasn't
A
a
lot more than we
psycho. That we met up and like figuring out if we wanted to be exclusive. And I remember I was seeing another person then. I just told that other person that I was like, you know what? I think we're back to friends now because I'm kind of seeing someone more new. Yeah.
You set that down.
And then I told you.
And then, syempre masaya ako nun. I was talking to a lot of other people din naman kasi fresh out of a breakup nga. But I think after a month of just talking to one another, in my head kasi parang, this is different from the other connections I've had. Just because of how we can keep up with one another in terms of the conversation. And again, just being curious with one another. Maybe like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We video called in a matter of...
In a few days,
in like 3
nag-video
days.
call na real person
Just to
and
vet
if you vibe.
if they're real or not.
Yeah. So after we did that Zoom call, yeah, we saw each other after a week.
Yeah, I think 1 week is fine. Yeah, when you start talking. Of course, to the point that it has to be comfortable enough for you to see each other. But 1 week should be like as quick as possible. I mean,
Never at someone's house.
Yes, not your own house, number one. No, not anyone's house,
Yeah.
to be more precise. Somewhere public. The most common is always a cafe, obviously. For us, it was a supermarket, which she calls a zero date.
Errand date,
Errand-
date, yeah.
Zero date, errand date.
I love errand dates. I am always pro errand dates. Just because it's a win-win because you have things to do, and then pag sumama yung tao, great. You get to know the person with less pressure because you're doing things. It's not you're like sitting down and staring at each other and trying to find something to do. So there's an activity there. Tapos if they do decide to not show up, okay lang din because you have things to do. Anyways.
For us, we shared it, like 50-50 kami.
I paid for the lunch because you helped me carry all my stuff. Sinamahin
Very
mo ko.
transactional.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got the car, you helped like fix my groceries, you loaded it, you picked me up.
That's true.
Okay, I'm just gonna pay for this. And then you paid for dessert, which
Yeah.
was fine. Yeah.
And yeah, but then bumawi naman ako sa second day.
Yeah,
So it was also a good thing kasi parang, okay, I had that opportunity to say that on the second time, it's on me. And then it kind of assures me na may second date ko.
But obviously, it's gonna be different with the people that you date. Come into it prepared to pay for something, at least. Because there was a phase in my life where I was like, go, magbayad lang kayo.
Very princess. I agree with that part. That at least you have to have that money ready for whatever. I think it's always gonna go back to, you really have to be clear with the intent that you have when you do online dating. Is it really just for fun, or are you looking for something serious? Because let's say in your mind you want something serious, but how you act is you want something fun. It'll never match up, and it will be a messy one when you start dating people because you would have different views of one another.
Or what I would add to that as well as clear intention. In order for something to be successful, I don't think you should put the pressure that it should be successful. Yung may meet kang tao, parang, sana siya na.
Dapat perfect ka.
Sana siya na talaga. Oh my God, may ano ko. Sana siya na talaga. And honestly, I get why we're like technically a Bumble success story because we got married and everything. But I think everything's a success, even if it feels like a failure, because if it didn't work out or if it ended after a month or ginost ka man at some point, it's a success because it shows you that that's not the person for you. So you go on to the next person or on to the next adventure.
Yeah.